The process of buying a house in 2020 has definitely changed since coronavirus. So today we're going to look at what's different post-pandemic. Let's assume you're ready to buy a home. You saved a down payment, your credit is in good shape, you've got extra cash saved for a rainy day, and you're ready to put down some roots. The first thing you need to be clear on is exactly how much house you can afford to buy in today's lending environment. Because lending standards have tightened these last few weeks, so you need to make sure that you're still qualified. Now, knowing how much you can afford has always been important, but since coronavirus, many sellers are requiring that buyers be pre-approved for lending prior to entering their homes, or if paying cash, be able to provide proof of funds. Why? Because sellers don't want a bunch of looky-loos going in their house, potentially spreading the virus. Every stranger through their door is a potential health risk, so they're only willing to take that risk on qualified buyers, which means the very first step in this process is to call your lender and get pre-approved. Also, you need to make sure that your employment situation is rock solid. And if there's two of you applying for a loan, it may be better to qualify on just one of your salaries if you can, to be safe, given the uncertainty in today's economy. The next thing you need to do is to pick a good local realtor to work with, because you're gonna need some help navigating through this crazy COVID environment. Ask your friends and family for recommendations, check your social networks, or maybe reach out to that awesome YouTuber that you love to watch and ask her for a referral. These days, your first meeting with your agent is likely to be via Zoom, Skype, or Facetime. She'll ask you about your needs, explain local market dynamics. She'll send some curated listings to look at based on what she knows around the neighborhood, and away you go. Once you start house shopping online, you may notice something else that's different. Many houses will now have more and better quality photos, virtual tours, virtual walkthroughs, videos, and 3D floor plans for you to look at. Savvy sellers will even already have their disclosures filled out, a preliminary title search done, and their home inspections already completed so that the buyers can examine all these documents prior to visiting the property in person and or making an offer. In some states, you may not even be able to personally visit the property unless it's vacant, though that restriction will likely lift when states open back up. And open houses are completely off the table at this time. So let's say you find a house you really like online and you want to know more about it, but you can't visit it personally. Your agent is happy to provide you with a live virtual walkthrough. This is where you get on FaceTime or Zoom or Skype with your agent, who walks you through the property, showing you everything you want to see, opening every closet door, looking in every drawer, walking you around the backyard, showing you the neighbors across the street. Many sellers are now requesting that buyers do virtual showings online prior to visiting the property in person to minimize exposure to the virus. You will likely be asked to sign a couple of coronavirus disclosures. These are declaring that you're not ill, that you haven't traveled to any high-risk areas, and acknowledging the risk of contracting the virus and accepting responsibility for your actions. One disclosure is likely to be from your broker, and the other is likely to be from the seller's broker. You will probably meet the agent at the property, arriving in your own cars. If you're meeting your agent for the first time, don't expect to shake hands. A nod, a wave, an elbow bump, a namaste will have to do. Upon entering the house, be prepared to wear a mask, booties, sanitize your hands, or wear gloves. Or you may be required to move your shoes. So in that case, wear socks so that you don't have to put your bare feet on the floor. The seller might request that you not touch anything in the house, but this will vary by property. If you do touch something, your agent will probably wipe it down afterwards. Don't be surprised to arrive at a prospective home to find all the lights on, all the doors and all the drawers open so that nobody has to touch anything. Typically, only 2 people at a time will be allowed in the house, so leave the kids at home. Your masked agent may wait outside or may simply hang back 6 feet while you explore, depending on seller wishes and broker policy. You will likely not be permitted to use the bathroom at the property, and you must bring your own pens, note paper, or tablet for note-taking. And the seller may have other requests that all parties will need to comply with. Pre-COVID, when shopping for property, it wouldn't be uncommon to hop in your agent's car and go see 8 houses all at once. Post-COVID, be prepared to spend a lot more time pre-screening property online and doing neighborhood drive-bys on your own to narrow it down to just a few choices to go and see in person with your agent. If you can't get into a property for some reason, but you're really interested in buying it, make an offer contingent upon personal inspection. When it comes time to make an offer, your agent will guide you through the process. Price, terms, timeline. Since coronavirus, contracts to purchase have been altered somewhat, typically to include a coronavirus addendum, with a force majeure clause that generally allows a party to suspend or terminate performance based on circumstances beyond a party's control, rendering performance under the contract impossible or impracticable. These addendums may also address potential delays related to the pandemic, extending the closing date if inspectors or appraisers are unavailable, or if a party isn't able to sign documents due to lockdown or being subject to a mandatory quarantine, and delays in related government, business, and services needed to close the transaction due to COVID-19. Once you negotiate all the terms and get into escrow on a house, contract contingencies are handled virtually. Documents will be sent by email for electronic signature. Inspections will be done without you present, though you can FaceTime with your inspector after it's completed to have him show you all the issues he found. And of course, you'll get a full report afterwards. If repairs need to be made, you'll negotiate with the seller as to what they fix or don't fix, or maybe you'll get a credit in lieu of repairs. Appraisals will also happen without you there. Throughout the process, expect your lender to repeatedly ask to verify bank statements, credit, and employment status, because they are keenly aware of the unemployment situation unfolding in the United States. And they're gonna wanna make sure that you still have a job up until the very day you close. Don't think if something changes during the process that they're not gonna notice it. They are going to notice. Also understand that escrows may take a little longer if appraisers are hard to come by or underwriting has slowed due to everybody working from home. Your lender can provide guidance here. Final signing may be handled electronically, or it may be handled by mobile notary. This varies from state to state, so ask your agent how it's done. Also ask if recording will be delayed at all due to government closures. And if so, make sure that you have gap title insurance for the time between recording and closing to be safe. Your walkthrough may be waived, or it may consist of your agent walking you through the property on FaceTime, inspecting it prior to close. But the onus is on you to make sure that everything is in order, not your agent, not your broker. So if you're doing it virtually by camera this way, be sure to have the agent point the camera at every little thing that you're concerned about, because this is your final opportunity before closing to deal with any issues that may have cropped up. So, other than that, it's business as usual buying a home. Do you have any questions about the process? Please ask in the comments below. I'm Diane, and I am a realtor with Chase International, the leading independent brokerage in the Reno-Tahoe region with almost $1.5 billion in annual sales. If you need help buying and selling in our area, please reach out. Or if you need help buying and selling anywhere in the world, please reach out. I have an excellent network. Thanks for watching. Be sure to give me a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, and we'll see you next time. Didn't read it right. I think it's going pretty well. No noise, no sauce today. Woohoo! Noble motory. Listen, trolls who don't like my voice, don't watch my videos. Don't subscribe. Don't listen to me. If I'm that annoying, don't watch. Just unsubscribe right now. Do it right now. Just stop watching me. Stop it.